All right. Good evening, and welcome to another edition of Kurt's Corner. It's Monday, October 22nd, and I can't speak for anybody else, but I go to bed every night thinking to myself, man, I made it through another day. I wake up in the morning, pick up my phone, just to see what kind of dumb stuff the president has said or done. And it's becoming quite a quite a habit. And I don't believe for a second that I'm the only person that does this. I'm doing this tonight because four special force soldiers were killed in an ambush in Africa, and it took the person who calls himself the leader of our country 12 days to even acknowledge that it happened. We all know the story of what happened. But what I want to point out is, I don't know, 6 or 7 days after he finally came out and told a lie, and then had Kelley come out and lie for him, he's still disrespecting this family. Now, this has a lot to do with my last four videos, which were all about Trump or patriotism. And I can't speak for anybody else, so I'll just speak for me. There's a guy by the name of Colin Kaepernick. Everybody knows who he is. Everybody knows that he was kneeling last year. Everybody knows that he's without a job. Everybody knows that players are kneeling this year. So the President of the United States gets on television and says, those sons of bitches need to stand during the national anthem. They're showing disrespect to the flag. They're showing disrespect to our soldiers. Blah blah blah. Now, again, I can't speak for anybody else but myself. Now, if you want to show blatant disrespect for a flag or for soldiers that died in order to protect our freedoms, Donald Trump is the best at this. And I say he's the best at this because we have a pregnant widow who has been disrespected by the entire Trump administration by basically calling her a liar. Let's not forget that he did this to the Khan family during the election. So if you call disrespecting these Gold Star families or calling them liars, your idea of patriotism and my idea of patriotism are two different things. I also wanted to say that, having done my time in the military, having worked with Marines, in the Navy, basically our job is to get Marines from point A to point B. So, although in boot camp you grow up in boot camp hating them, once you work with them you understand that there is no other soldier like a Marine. Now, I'm die-hard Navy all the way, but the Marine Corps is a different kind of soldier. I can't explain it. If you haven't seen it, it can't really be explained to you. I will tell you this. In the Navy, I got into trouble. I had the honor of going to see the captain, which is not fun. And while I was in there to see the captain, a Marine corporal, who had also gotten in trouble, had to see the captain before me. Now, while he's up there, I'm thinking of every excuse I can think of to get out of the trouble that I think I'm going to be in. And this Marine got up there and he said, the captain said, "You have anything to say for yourself?" He said, in that Marine Corps tone. Sir, no sir, I was wrong, I did blah blah blah, I deserve whatever punishment I have coming. I'm sorry I disgraced the Marine Corps, blah blah blah, on and on and on. And basically, my mouth just fell open because that was something I had never seen in any individual ever. So we fast forward to General Kelley, retired Marine, 4-star general. And again, this is just my opinion. After Donald Trump said, "I didn't say this," this Marine Corps retired general gets up there and says, "This is what my friend told me when my son passed away." And I passed that along to Donald Trump, which is exactly what Donald Trump said to the woman. And then they say he didn't say what he said. I don't get it. But my point of that whole story is, I was told by Marines, once a Marine, always a Marine. I had faith. This is just me. I had faith in General Kelley that he would do the right thing. But in my eyes, when you get up and you lie for the president, who gives nothing, not 2 cents does he care about the Constitution of the United States, that general is not there to protect the president. He is still there to protect the Constitution, to protect us from enemies, foreign and domestic. He is not there to protect the president. And he got up and he lied on television to protect the president. To me, that constitutes an embarrassment to the United States Marine Corps and everything it stands for. That's just my 2 cents. So all I'm saying here is that the guys who give their life fighting for what this country believes in, they end up giving their lives for everybody in the country. Not just the rich, not just the poor, not just the black, not just the white. They give their lives to protect this country and everybody in it. What this administration is doing is they are separating. They're separating us. I don't think that I'm any better than anybody else in this country. I don't think that there's anybody else better than me in this country because of skin color, because of social status, because of any of that crap. But the unfortunate part of this whole deal is there's a bunch of people who do think that they're better, who do think that other people don't belong here. And that's not what the United States was built upon. I have a ton of friends that say to me, I didn't vote. Why didn't you vote? Well, they say we had 2 crappy candidates. And the only reason that Trump is president is because people didn't. And I challenge anybody out there that did not vote to tell me that they still believe that Donald Trump was the better of 2 evils. Right now, Donald Trump is coming after people of color, Mexicans, women, everybody but the top 1%. And it may not seem like he's coming after your rights now, but it's only a matter of time. Just look around you and see the laws that are changing now. And if we don't get him out of office, it's only going to get worse. Donald Trump is not a well man. And it's up to we the people to let him know that he works for us. We do not work for him. He works for us. So we're coming up to 2018. I just got my ballot. I just got my voter pamphlet in the mail. And if there's anything that I want to leave anybody with, that's just vote. Make make sure you get out and vote. If you don't vote, we're stuck. We're stuck with these people. And obviously, they don't want to work. They just want to sit on their hands and let Donald Trump do whatever the hell he wants to do. So don't wait for him to come for your demographic or your race. Get out, vote, do something about it now. Thanks for listening. We'll see you again real soon.